You should never have to hand over your investment portfolio to work with a financial advisor. Of course, you could always choose to delegate the management of your investments, but today we will look at 5 benefits of working with an advisor in an advice-only capacity. Welcome to A Worthwhile Retirement. I am Jacob George. Today we talk about some of the different ways you might work with a financial advisor. You might have heard terms like fee only versus fee based, or advice only. So we're going to talk through these classifications, what they mean, and how you might benefit from them, so that we can all be on the same page whenever we go over 5 benefits of working with an advisor in an advice-only relationship. But before we do, remember that what we talk about here is general information that is not intended to be taken as specific investment advice for your particular situation. And let's go! When it comes to how financial advisors make money, not all compensation models are created equal. While we don't have time to dig into this too deeply, let's at least cover the basics. There are 2 main camps that advisors can fall under. You have fee-based and fee-only. And most advisors, the vast majority actually, are what you would call fee-based advisors. And they make money in many different ways. One of which is the explicit fee that they charge to those they serve. This typically takes the form of an investment management fee, oftentimes expressed as a percentage of the amount that they manage for you. And on top of that, fee-based advisors earn commission off of the various products that they recommend. They can make money by investing you in proprietary mutual funds. If they sell you life insurance, they earn a commission on that, annuities as well. And they make money through these transactions. So while their fee is based on you, there are many additional ways they make money from you besides the more explicit investment management fee. And that is fee-based. Now, much less common is what you call fee-only advisors, and their compensation is a lot more straightforward. The only fee that a fee-only advisor is compensated through is the fee that the client pays to them. Fee-only advisors don't make money on commissions of financial products or proprietary mutual funds. You may also see them referred to as commission-free advisors. The only fee they derive compensation from is that more explicit fee stated at the start of the agreement. And this is oftentimes expressed as a percentage of assets under management, similarly to a fee-based advisor. But this could also take the form of a flat rate or an hourly rate as well. Now, today's topic of discussion isn't fee-based versus fee-only, but we are taking a look at what it means to be advice-only. Advice-only is a subset of fee-only, but they don't manage assets for you. They don't retain custody over your investments. Now, they do make recommendations pertaining to your investments, asset allocation, tax efficiency, rebalancing, stuff like that. But when it comes to making changes to your portfolio, you would be the one actually clicking the buttons. And this allows someone to still receive comprehensive financial planning, investment, retirement, tax, estate, insurance, all of that, while still retaining direct management of their investments. Okay, now that we understand advice-only planning, why consider it? Well, here are 5 reasons. Number 1, it's cheaper. To borrow a phrase from Liberty Mutual, advice-only planning allows you to only pay for what you need. If you're already adept at managing your investments with discipline, or would at least be interested in learning how to do that, you can receive full planning while excluding investment management from the cost of the service offering. And not that cheaper is always better, but let's go ahead and take a look at the second benefit of advice-only planning. It forces the advisor to put in the work. Most advisors would agree that long-term passive investing is key to success. And if this is indeed true, that it's best to set it and forget it, have you ever wondered what a financial advisor does all day? Well, wonder no more. While advice-only planners don't manage assets, this makes them double down on what all financial advisors should be doing in the first place. Financial planning. Creating and monitoring a retirement plan. Providing guidance around Social Security and Medicare. Analyzing Roth conversion strategies. Reviewing your portfolio to keep it balanced, tax efficient. Reviewing your insurance needs. Planning around your estate. I could go on and on. But the point is that advice-only planners are forced to do these things and do them well. Why? Because you are easily able to evaluate whether or not the advisor is worth the price. And speaking of price, benefit number 3, transparent pricing. When it comes to advisor compensation, the industry standard is to charge based on assets under management. We call that AUM. And while the AUM model has its place, it also has its faults. AUM pricing is often expressed as a percentage that is deducted from the managed accounts. On top of that, for most larger firms, the AUM fee is only one of many fees that gets charged to the account. Remember, fee-based. And advice only shifts the conversation from dealing with abstract percentages to real dollars. In other words, advice-only advisors typically have no choice but to operate in a flat fee payment structure, thereby adding transparency when discussing the cost of service. For instance, which of these two sentences is more clear to understand to you? Sentence 1. We charge 1.5% of the total assets in the accounts. Or sentence 2. We charge $5,000 a year. Benefit number 4. Advice-only planning essentially eliminates conflicts of interest. Advice-only models are a subset of fee-only, and fee-only pricing models have really done wonders as far as removing potential conflicts of interest in the client-advisor interactions. Remember, a fee-only advisor is not compensated by any commissions. They don't make money selling you life insurance, mutual funds, annuities. Now, they can make recommendations on such things, but whichever solution you select typically does not have an impact on their own pocket to the same level that it would on a fee-based advisor or one who is counting on earning a commission. Not to say that fee-based advisors aren't good people, but as a consumer, working with someone who is not incentivized to sway you to make one decision over another is a really good spot to be in. To get the best advice, that advice usually needs to be as unbiased as possible. Now again, advice only is a subset of fee only, but it takes this to the next level. Consider the AUM model, the traditional model where the advisor compensation depends on the investments held in the account. The advisor will make more money if you invest in the market rather than a rental property, whereas an advice-only advisor will make the same amount in either situation. And by the way, a fee-only advisor could operate in this capacity as well. There are many fee-only advisors who charge a flat rate or an hourly rate, but being advice-only just forces them into this flat rate. Okay, number 5. Advice-only planning fosters collaboration and education. If you're managing your own assets, you're the one who pushes the buttons to make things happen. You're the one making the transfers and transactions. And this means that you have no choice but to know what you're doing to some degree. And the good news here is that this is exactly what advice-only planners teach you to do. They provide the instruction and education necessary to help you confidently improve your quality of life, from your investment portfolio to your budget. So these are the 5 benefits of working with an advisor in an advice-only relationship. 1, it's cheaper. 2, it forces them to really put in the work. 3, transparent pricing. 4, it essentially eliminates any conflict of interest. And 5, it fosters collaboration and education. And if your primary interaction with your advisor is a quarterly report of investment performance, then an advice-only planner may be a breath of fresh air. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time.